So hello, I am Tim Strange coming to you live at the 52nd Annual Street Rod Nationals here in Louisville, Kentucky. We're out here in the Pros Pick. We're going to interview some of the owners and some of the builders here. So tell everybody who you are here. We're going to start with you right now.
My name's Eddie from Eddie's Rod and Custom, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and we built the 41 Willys sitting next to us.
Tell us a little bit about the car. I've seen it out on the circuit. This is your first time here being in Louisville with it?
Yeah, this is my first time in Louisville, and I'm super excited. I will not miss this again.
Wait, what? This is your first time ever coming to the Street Rod Nationals? You are not officially a car person until you come to the Nats. I see you at all kinds indoor, outdoor shows and stuff, but how did you wait so long? You're not that far. You're from Iowa.
I know, 8 hours. I know. I've been wanting to go since I was a kid, never made it, and this year it worked out. So this is awesome. I called my wife and told her we're coming back. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the car.
41 Willys coupe here, all steel body. My customers own the car since the 80s. Started out building this drag car, decided that's not the route he wanted, kind of put it in a garage, waited for a number of years. 4, 5, 6 years ago, somewhere in there, we decided to build the car. We wanted a little more road touring car, so we worked with Art Morrison, designed a builder chassis. So it's got a triangulated 4-link rear suspension, 9-inch Ford, disc brakes, coilovers, built custom floor pans, firewall, modified the cowl to put a sedan cowl in, give us a little bit extra windshield room. Still wanted a blown small block, so we took a 350, boarded out, put a B&M supercharger on it, so 650 horse, but just a really nice, streetable, drivable car.
It's beautiful, and if you guys pay attention to press and online and magazines, you've seen a lot of Eddie's work the last handful of years. Some great stuff coming out of that shop because, you know, I used to live not far. You can't do anything in the winter but work on hot rods.
Not at all. Winter is work, so 10 feet of snow and freezing. So
also, besides the car, it's amazing, and good luck at the, Classic Instruments Builders or Pros Pick out here. Your first time here, it's like a mini SEMA show, right, with all the vendors.
This is like a mini SEMA show. The vendors are crazy, the cars, the people.
The swap meet's humongous.
The swap meet was wild, so if my wife doesn't catch me, I might come home with some stuff. So
I won't tell. My wife's not here either. She didn't give me much allowance, though.
No, I don't have much either, so I got to find something cheap.
So thanks for talking to us, and good luck, and welcome to your first ever Street Rod Nationals. So we're still out here walking around in the Pros Pick area, brought to you by Classic Instruments. We're going to kind of walk around down here. I kind of warned a couple guys we're bringing the microphone and the camera down. And, hey, here's somebody we need to – would you like to talk to us? We are live on Facebook right now. What's your name?
Memphis.
Your name is Memphis? Where are you from?
Kentucky.
Your name is Memphis, but you're from Kentucky. That's kind of confusing, isn't it? We really like your outfit.
Thank you.
I almost wore the same thing. That would have been awkward. What's your favorite vehicle out here?
That one.
Are you here by yourself, or did you come with, like, a mom and dad or a grandpa and grandma?
I came here with my mom.
Did she bring a hot rod here?
No.
Why doesn't she have a hot rod?
Because her friend Daniel has a hot rod.
Oh, her friend Daniel has a hot rod. What does he have? What color is it? Do you know what color it is?
It's sparkly and it's rainbow.
It's sparkly and it is rainbow. Is there a unicorn sitting in the back seat? Because it sounds like there should be a stuffed unicorn.
No.
It'd be awesome if there would, right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming, and thanks for talking to us. You look lovely. So we're going to keep walking. I don't know if there's anybody here. A 56 Volvo Swedish Army all-terrain radio car. I had to read that because I've seen this at some other events. It is not your normal thing that you would see at the Street Rod Nationals, but we open up to everything. It's not just 48 and older anymore, and it's great that stuff like this comes. There's a lot of workmanship in this thing. Got a Dodge Ram diesel underneath the hood. I don't know if the owner's around here. We're doing Facebook Live. Is he here or no?
I've not seen him.
Okay. Well, we're filming his vehicle, so we're going to keep moving around. We're going to stop down here and see this awesome 40 Ford coupe right on the end. So again, we're coming to you. We are live on Facebook right now at the Street Rod Nationals in the Classic Instruments Pros Pick. We've got Mr. Al Adams here from Knoxville, Illinois. Tell everybody hello, Al.
Hello.
So Al's really quiet. He was about ready to get sick when I told him we was going to bring the camera here, but we're all hot rod people. It's totally cool.
It's cool.
So I know a little bit of history about you. I've known Al since I was a little bitty nugget. Him and my dad used to do Harley stuff together. Al was our local, I'm going to say, a badass hot rod builder that taught me as a kid this is how a hot rod should be built. He came down. What year did you bring the turquoise sedan?
1990.
1990. Come down, get a builder or a pro's pick. Got the cover of Street Rodder. Him is at that time. Were you and Trish married, or she your girlfriend at that time?
Married.
And Trish had the big 90s hair. Remember the big hair? I wish big hair comes back. So, and then you built a round tube chassis Willys after that with a Hemi in it.
Yep, 41 Willys, outlaw car.
And it was all over the Midwest, winning awards everywhere. And then how long you been working on the 40 Ford right here?
I started on it 12 years ago. First 6 years I worked traveling all the time, so then from then on I started working on it again.
So you left your build book at home, but I've been telling everybody this car needs to be on its side, and it's got a full round tube chassis. Again, this was not a checkbook car built by a pro shop. This was built in Al's garage right out the back door.
Yeah, it's all DOM round tubing, split rail with lattice, TIG welded.
And tell us a little about the motor, the injection, the powertrain in this thing.
Well, it's a 1957 392 Hemi, but the only thing I used was the block and the crank. All the rest of it's aftermarket. It has a lot of hothead parts, and it's got a Turmec 5-speed overdrive transmission and a Winters quick change rear end.
Yeah, hopefully the camera guy, we can get him down and help him back up. He can get a shot underneath the rear end of the suspension. And it just came out of the upholstery shop like a week or two ago, didn't it?
Yep. A couple weeks ago.
And everybody needs to come check this thing out. Again, Al Adams, 1940 Ford Coupe. First event out for this thing. First debut show this weekend. So it feels good to finally get it out, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's great. Drives great, rides great. Good car.
So thanks for taking the time, and good luck in the pros pick. We're going to move on and talk to some other people this way. We kind of warned a couple guys we were coming. We're going to go over here and talk to this guy. Again, the Street Rod Nationals used to be 1948 and older cars only, and now it's a rolling 30-year break. So that's why you get Tri-5 Chevys, you got square-body Chevy trucks out here, you got the OBS trucks coming out here, and we've got a really good 57 two-door wagon. So we are currently live on Facebook, so watch your language. So we got this really awesome 57 Chevy two-door handyman wagon. No, it's not a Nomad. There's a difference. So they actually made less two-door handymans than Nomads. Is that right? In some of the years. I don't know for sure on 57.
You're right. I don't know the exact numbers, but yeah, they're probably rare.
So tell everybody who you are, where you're from.
Jeff Betts, Clinton Township, Michigan. I grew up in 55, 67 Chevys just like you, and my dad was always into them. I've been into them for 40 years plus, and this was a 10-year project.
Was this, do you guys run a shop?
No, I do it out of my house.
So this is a home-built car?
Yep, it's pretty much a home-built car. I had a lot of help. I didn't paint the car, but I did all the mechanicals and electrical and most of the painting that's not the exterior of the car.
Any cool stories you want to tell us about the build or the influence and what the powertrain, everything is on it?
Well, I had ideas for a long time to try to do a 57 Chevy a little bit different than anyone else. So thus the different color of the trim and a lot of the smooth body, taking off the rain gutter and the smooth hood and taking off the peaks of the fender, the 3 side gills. I wanted to ungaudy a 57 Chevy a bit. So.
What are the door handles?
They're just a late model GM handle, and instead of doing an electronic release, we did a mechanical release. The last thing I needed was more wiring to do in the car, so they're a pretty simple mechanical release.
Yeah, if you don't know, he was talking about, there's a lot of, that's why nothing jumps out. It's like, this is, to me, it's like if Chevy made a 57 Chevy today, because they don't put chrome on all the cars and stuff. It's like they used to have a rain gutter, a drip rail that ran all the way around here. So the amount of welding just to get rid of that is ridiculous. And then they used to have a big push metal handle, so he's divoted this in and the release, and it's just, I've seen this at some other events. It's your first time here at Louisville with it, though, isn't it?
Yep, for sure, for sure.
It's a great car, great color combination, and thanks for talking to us, and good luck today.
Thanks a lot.
So we're going to wander a little bit here, see if we can find Anybody else? I do not. Well, we're live right now, so I'm just going to do it myself unless you guys want to talk about his car. We'll let Jeff Bertrand. This will be a good interview anyway. Well, we're walking up to Phil and Debbie Becker's beautiful cars. You've been following street rods and hot rods for many years. It debuted in Detroit, got a grade 8. I'm not going to say, but maybe should have won the Riddler that year. Dave Lane build. The Krause brothers painted it. Who did the interior in it?
Schobers.
Okay. So this is not Phil. Tell everybody who you are and what you do, and everybody probably knows who you are. If they don't, they know your company at this point.
Well, thank you, Tim. My name is Jeff Bertrand from J&B Microfinish. I machine hot rod parts, one-off, off the shelf, to the customer's requests, and been doing it for 37 years.
Yeah, he's out of Illinois too, not far from where I grew up, and I've been honored with his craftsmanship in a lot of my builds. And you did some stuff on this car, didn't you?
Yeah, we made 241 parts for it.
Just a little bit of stuff, right?
Just a little bit. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So, as we're talking, so we're going to grab Phil. If Phil wants to, he's walking up, the actual owner. So thanks for talking to us. We are live currently on Facebook right now. We gave you a quick little rundown of this beautiful Vicky. This is Phil Becker, the owner of the car.
Hello, how you doing today? How's Mr. Strange today?
I'm doing good.
You're looking good today.
Nice to know you need new glasses.
Yes, very much so. What can I help you with? What do you need to know?
We did a quick rundown on the car, talked about it debuting in Detroit and who built it and who painted it, and he talked about the millions of parts that he made for it. So just tell us a little bit. You're kind of known, and you've had a lot of awesome hot rods through the years, and just another one in the stable.
Well, this has been in the stable for a long time. We've had it for 47 years and stuff. Bought it back. It's a California car, and basically the only thing that isn't original on the car is the side panels and stuff. Hood side panels and stuff. Everything else is original, even including the seats. But Dave Lane finished the car for me. It's an Steve mold chassis, all torsion bar chassis and stuff underneath it.
See, I don't even think I knew that it was a Mole torsion chassis.
Yeah, all four corners and stuff was all torsion bar and stuff. Kind of always wanted that because I always liked Indy cars and sprint cars, and I always thought it was a neat setup and everything else. But Dave Lane finished the car for me, and he did one other car for me before. Was a 32 3-window, and I just
the butterscotch car that people remember.
But I just couldn't be any happier. But there's a lot of modifications on this car and stuff. Just a ton of them and stuff. Just all the fenders have been tweaked and stuff. The brakes have been all tweaked and stuff. The motor's a 350 Chevy with Borla injection, one-off air cleaners and valve covers and stuff made by Pinky's Rod Shop in Colorado. And Jimmy Smith actually designed the valve covers and stuff and the air cleaners and stuff. And but Dave Lane is he's the person that really has the magic hands and stuff. Gave him a couple ideas, and he just puts it together just flawlessly.
No matter what Dave Lane has ever built, that boy never misses.
No, he don't. And the Adam and Tyler Krause ended up painting the car for us, and they did a spectacular job too. And Exalta Paint, they supplied the paint and everything else for us. So we're just tickled pink. I'm very blessed to have not one but two cars from Dave Lane and stuff. So it's just over the top.
Well, thanks for taking time. It's an absolutely phenomenal car, and good luck out here in the Pros Pick.
Thank you, Mr. Strange. You have a good one.
So some of the people are looking like they're starting to leave us out here. A couple of people are not by the cars, so might have one. Let's grab this maroon car down here on the end. I kind of warned this guy that I might be back. Again, it used to be 48 and older only street rods, and we've got a non-48 Plymouth coupe, not a normal thing that somebody would build. So we're doing a little Facebook Live and recording for NSRA. So tell us a little bit about your car and where you're from.
Hey, we're from Bellefontaine, Ohio, and we brought a 50 Plymouth business coupe today.
And what's your name?
Brian Baker. And this car has a lot of family history to it. We have had it in the family for over 40 years. My parents bought it from an uncle of ours in Phoenix, and couple years ago, we decided to do the car and update it a bit, and actually went on a little road tour to Fort Worth and out to Scottsdale, and got to visit with the family, and got to take the uncle a ride in it. So he was pretty impressed with the car.
So I know a little bit about it because I've talked to you earlier this year. The drivetrain and the suspension underneath this.
Yeah, drivetrain's a 5.7 Hemi out of an '07 Magnum, so it was a burn victim that somebody had caught it on fire inside, and so it's got the whole drivetrain, engine, transmission, independent rear end, so it's a little uncommon for a hot rod to use it independent, so had to narrow it 9 inches to stuff it underneath, but worked out pretty well, and the car rides great and performs really well.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Of course, I talked to you, I think, at an event earlier in the year. My uncle had some of these, so I just fell in love with it. And then I walked up and realized who you were. So I've been around hot rods my whole life. The last car you built was, I believe, was an Aries-headed 55 Chevy sedan.
That's right, yeah. Big.
And you toured everywhere.
Yeah, we did quite a bit with that, and actually got to spend some time with Nick Aries that actually invented those heads, and so had a great experience with that car.
And it was cool that I remember you from the Model A. Was it a Sport Coupe?
Yeah, Model A Sport Coupe, another ugly car that I tried to make look pretty decent.
And that was early 90s? Was that when you built that?
Yeah, early 90s, I think, 91, and lucky enough to be on the cover of Rod and Custom in that year, so well-received car, too, and it turned out pretty decent. People really liked it.
And a very memorable car, as I remembered some details, because I'm one of those kids that I used to I'm not a kid anymore, but I memorized the magazines and everything, but a lot of neat details and great craftsman. Thanks for taking the time talking to us, and good luck out here.
You bet. Thanks. You guys take care.
So I think we're getting ready to wrap it up out here from the Classic Instruments Pros Pick area at the 52nd Annual Street Rod Nationals. I've been Tim Strange. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back later with some other interviews around the grounds.